On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Curator. A
person whose job is to manage the objects or artworks in a museum, art gallery, etc.
Examples:
Curator of a library. Interim curator. The museum curator conserved the ancient manuscripts.
Excite.
To make someone feel suddenly enthusiastic or eager.
Examples:
Excite the crowd. Excite rebellion. The news of her promotion excited her.
Devote.
To commit or dedicate oneself or one's time, effort, or energy to a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
Devote all of my energies. Devote my own life. He devoted himself to studying the history of ancient civilizations.
Coronavirus.
A large family of viruses that can cause illness in humans and animals, which name comes from the crown-like spikes on the surface of the virus, which can be seen under a microscope, and COVID-19 is caused by a specific type of coronavirus known as SARS-CoV-2.
Examples:
Coronavirus antibody test kit. Coronavirus bankruptcy. Considering the situation of coronavirus, organized stopped this year's beer festival.
Stockpile.
A large quantity or reserve of goods or materials that are accumulated and stored for future use, often used for emergency or contingency purposes. Verb: to accumulate or gather a large quantity of something, usually for future use or as a reserve.
Examples:
Stockpile weapons. Nuclear stockpile. The farmer had a huge stockpile of hay for the winter.
Cholera.
A severe infectious disease that causes acute diarrhea, vomiting, and dehydration, often resulting in a rapid and dangerous loss of body fluids and electrolytes.
Examples:
Cholera toxin. Cholera epidemic. The outbreak of cholera was a major health crisis in the 19th century.
Meningitis.
Inflammation of the protective membranes surrounding the brain and spinal cord, typically caused by a bacterial or viral infection and characterized by fever, headache, and a stiff neck.
Examples:
Meningitis outbreak. Acute meningitis. The meningitis vaccination is recommended for individuals at a high risk of contracting the illness, such as college students and military personnel.
Immunization.
The process of making a person or animal immune to a specific disease by administering a vaccine or other preventative measure.
Examples:
Immunization program. Childhood immunization. Due to the success of immunization programs, certain diseases, such as smallpox, have been eradicated.
Vaccinate.
To treat with a vaccine, usually by injection, to produce immunity against a disease.
Examples:
Vaccinate against scarlet fever. Vaccinate every year. The nurse vaccinated the children in the school.
Pockmark.
A small pit or indentation on the surface of something, particularly on the skin or on a surface that has been scarred or damaged.
Examples:
Pockmark scars. Acne pockmarks. The small pockmark on her face was hardly noticeable.
Smallpox.
A highly contagious viral disease characterized by fever, weakness, spots on the skin, and often death.
Examples:
Smallpox epidemic. Smallpox vaccine. An outbreak of smallpox occurred in the 1920s.
Infect.
To affect a person, an animal, or a plant with a disease-causing organism.
Examples:
Infect other animal species. Infect a computer with a virus. Children often infect parents with this head cold.
Zoonotic.
Relating to a zoonosis, which is a disease or infection that can be transmitted from animals to humans.
Examples:
Zoonotic diseases. Zoonotic transmission. The spread of the disease was due to its zoonotic nature, able to infect both humans and animals.
Cowpox.
A viral infection that affects cows and can be transmitted to humans, often through direct contact with infected animals, and a vaccine for smallpox is derived from cowpox.
Examples:
Cowpox vaccine. Inoculation with cowpox. People who have been infected with cowpox are protected from smallpox.
Virology.
The scientific study of viruses and their properties, including their structure, behavior, transmission, and effects on organisms.
Examples:
Diagnostic virology. Degree programs in virology. Advances in virology have led to the discovery of new viral diseases and their treatments.
Miraculous.
Very effective or lucky, or completely unexpected.
Examples:
A miraculous encounter. Go through a miraculous change. He made a miraculous recovery.
Irrational.
Not based on, or not using reason or clear thinking, mathematics, a real number that cannot be expressed as the ratio of two integers.
Examples:
An irrational request. Irrational numbers. They continued to endure irrational treatment by the dictatorship.
Grind.
To reduce something to small particles or powder by crushing or rubbing it, to work hard over a long period of time. Grind away at my work. Grind your teeth. She had to grind the coffee beans before making a fresh cup.
Inject.
To put a liquid such as a drug or other substance into a person's or an animal's body using a needle and syringe equals small tube.
Examples:
Inject under the skin. Inject a personal opinion into a debate. Let's try to inject a bit of enthusiasm into your performance.
Whopping.
Extremely large, impressive, or noteworthy. It can also be used to describe a surprise or shock.
Examples:
Whopping price. Whopping success. The new smartphone has a whopping 1 terabyte of storage space.
Measles.
A highly infectious viral disease that causes fever, red spots on the skin, and other flu-like symptoms, typically affects children.
Examples:
Measles outbreak. Measles vaccine. The school sent a notice of a measles case in one of the classrooms.
Terrifying.
Very frightening or intimidating.
Examples:
Terrifying experience. Terrifying events. Large earthquakes often generate terrifying tsunamis.
Procure.
To obtain, acquire, or secure something, often by effort or skill.
Examples:
Procure a rare antique. Procure services. I need to procure some supplies for the upcoming project.
Anthrax.
A serious bacterial infection caused by Bacillus anthracis that can affect both humans and animals. It is characterized by a range of symptoms, including skin blisters, fever, and difficulty breathing, and can be fatal if left untreated.
Examples:
Anthrax infection. Anthrax vaccine. Scientists are currently researching new treatments for anthrax that could improve survival rates in infected individuals.
Heroic.
Courageous and daring, having or displaying qualities appropriate for legendary figures, that is, courage and daring.
Examples:
A heroic poem. Heroic explorers. The heroic actions of individuals are now easily spread worldwide by SNS.
Disrupt.
To prevent or stop something, especially an event, activity, or process, from continuing in the usual way by causing a problem or disturbance.
Examples:
Disrupt a well-ordered condition. Disrupt sleep. I'm so sorry to disrupt you when you're pretty busy.
Paradox.
A statement, situation, or person that has two opposite facts or features and therefore seems impossible, is difficult to understand, or is strange.
Examples:
French paradox. The paradox of the heap. There are many theories to explain this paradox.
Crippling.
Causing someone to become unable to walk or move, causing severe damage or harm.
Examples:
Crippling debt. A crippling strike. He is still struggling with a crippling disease.
Cheaply.
In a stingy or inexpensive manner.
Examples:
Cheaply available. Buy stock cheaply. You can live very cheaply in Southeast Asia.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Corona.
A crown-shaped structure, often referring to the outermost layer of the sun's atmosphere. A family of viruses known as coronaviruses, a halo or aura around a celestial body, a circular pattern or shape.
Examples:
Corona layer. Corona outbreak. The coronavirus has caused a global pandemic.
Attach.
A person who works at an embassy, usually having a specialized area of responsibility, a shallow and rectangular briefcase.
Examples:
A commercial attaché. Black attaché case. A prime minister talked with a military attaché of the country's embassy.
Solvable.
Capable of being solved or resolved, able to be fixed or resolved with effort, skill, or knowledge.
Examples:
Solvable problem. Mathematically solvable equation. The engineers found the technical glitch in the system was quite solvable with a software update.
Retake.
To take something again or a second time, especially an examination or a photograph, to correct mistakes or improve the result.
Examples:
Retake photo. Retake control. I will have to retake this test to get a passing grade.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Breakneck.
Extremely fast and reckless, dangerous and high speed.
Examples:
Breakneck acceleration. Breakneck pace. She drove at a breakneck speed, despite the dangerous conditions on the road.
Nomenclature.
A system or set of names or terms used in a particular field, such as science or medicine, or for classifying or categorizing things.
Examples:
Biological nomenclature. Taxonomic nomenclature. The nomenclature of computer programming languages can be quite abstract for beginners.
Vial.
A small glass container, especially one containing liquid medicine or perfume.
Examples:
Glass vials. Insulin vial. This medication is sealed in a vial.
mRNA.
An abbreviation for messenger RNA, a single-stranded molecule of RNA that corresponds to the genetic sequence of a gene, and is read by a ribosome in the process of synthesizing a protein.
Examples:
mRNA translation. Nuclear mRNA. The mRNA vaccine can expedite many approval processes because it does not contain a virus.
Doe.
A mature female of mammals of which the male is called a buck, such as a deer or a rabbit.
Examples:
Doe rabbit. Buck and doe. Hunters use a whistle that makes the doe sound to lure stags.
Intrigue.
To make someone interested, especially by being strange, unusual, or mysterious, to make a secret plan with other people to harm someone.
Examples:
Intrigue him. Intrigue against his rival. The artist's innovative style of work intrigues me.
Stimulant.
A substance or drug that increases or heightens physiological or nervous system activity, typically used to improve alertness, attention, or concentration.
Examples:
Memory stimulant. Prescription stimulant. Many athletes use stimulants like caffeine to boost their energy before a competition.
Adjuvant.
A substance that is added to a vaccine or medication to enhance its effects or increase its effectiveness.
Examples:
Adjuvant medication. Vaccine adjuvant. The doctor prescribed an adjuvant therapy to help enhance the effectiveness of the cancer treatment.
Compress.
To press or squeeze together to make something take up less space.
Examples:
Compress the chest. Compress gas. She compressed the files into a single zip archive to save space on her computer.
Preclinical.
Of or relating to the early phases of a disease when an accurate diagnosis is not possible because symptoms of the disease have not yet appeared. Of or relating to the first stage of a medical education.
Examples:
Preclinical diagnosis. Preclinical safety evaluation. The doctor suspected that the patient was in the preclinical stage of Alzheimer's disease.
Reproducibility.
The ability of an experiment, study, or result to be replicated or repeated by different researchers or laboratories, often seen as a key aspect of scientific rigor.
Examples:
Reproducibility measure. Scientific reproducibility. The researchers spent considerable effort to ensure the reproducibility of their experiments.
Sequent.
Following as a result or consequence.
Examples:
Sequent order. Sequent steps. The sequent events led to the downfall of the empire.
Unsung.
Not praised or famous, but deserving to be recognized for one's accomplishments or contributions, not publicized or acclaimed.
Examples:
Unsung accomplishment. Unsung songwriter. The community's unsung heroes often go unnoticed, but are essential to its well-being.
Asymptomatic.
Not experiencing or exhibiting any symptoms of a particular disease or condition, even though the individual may be infected or affected by it.
Examples:
Asymptomatic carrier. Asymptomatic infection. The study showed that 1/3 of infected individuals could remain asymptomatic throughout the disease.
Afterward.
After the time mentioned.
Examples:
A few years afterward. Go there afterward. We will explain the countermeasure concerning this problem afterward.
Reintroduce.
To bring back something that has been previously abolished or discontinued.
Examples:
Reintroduce species. Reintroduce capital punishment. The government is planning to reintroduce wolves to the national park to restore the balance of the ecosystem.
Normalcy.
The state or quality of being normal, typical, or expected, the condition of being in accordance with social norms or expectations.
Examples:
Move closer to normalcy. Maintain normalcy. After a long period of chaos, they long to return to normalcy.
Puzzled.
Confused or uncertain because you do not understand something.
Examples:
Puzzled expression. Puzzled by the question. She was puzzled by the strange behavior of her cat.
Galvanize.
To stimulate or shock someone into taking action. To cover metal containing zinc to protect it from rust.
Examples:
Galvanize steel. Galvanize the country. The motivational speech galvanized the team and gave them the drive to succeed.
Trade-off.
A balance achieved between two desirable but incompatible features, an exchange that occurs as a compromise.
Examples:
Trade-off problem. Environmental trade-off. There was a trade-off between speed and accuracy in the task.
Humanly.
In a way that is characteristic of or relating to human beings. In a way that is possible for humans to achieve or accomplish.
Examples:
humanly possible, humanly acceptable. It is humanly difficult to understand why some people choose to harm others for no reason.
Bureaucracy.
A system of government in which most of the important decisions are made by state officials rather than by elected representatives.
Examples:
government bureaucracy, arbitrary bureaucracy. The bumbling bureaucracy made it difficult to get the permits we needed.
Resurge.
To experience a new period of growth or activity after a time of dormancy or decline, to rise again or come back into existence.
Examples:
resurge in popularity among enthusiasts, resurge in demand. The company hopes to resurge sales with a new marketing campaign.
Reckless.
Marked by a lack of care about danger and the likely results of your actions.
Examples:
reckless driving, in a reckless manner. Reckless youth makes rueful age.
Cramp.
A sudden, painful contraction or spasm of a muscle, typically in the leg or abdomen, a feeling of tightness or discomfort in a muscle caused by prolonged use or stress.
Examples:
hand cramp, stomach cramp. I had to stop running because of a severe cramp in my leg.
Clamp.
To fasten or secure something tightly, often using a tool or device called a clamp, to restrict something or someone's freedom or movement. Noun, a device used to secure, fasten, or hold objects together, a mass or group of things that are held or gathered tightly together.
Examples:
clamp down on extremism, clamp coupling. He used a wrench to clamp down the pipes tightly.
Upscale.
Denoting products, services, or properties that are considered high-end, luxurious, or exclusive. Adverb, in a way that is high-class, luxurious, or intended to appeal to affluent consumers.
Examples:
upscale neighborhood, upscale brand. The restaurant was decorated in an upscale style, making it feel luxurious.
Incentivize.
To make someone want to do in a particular way by offering them a reward.
Examples:
incentivize carpooling, incentivize the right behavior. Governments incentivize their citizens to buy eco-friendly products through subsidies.
Spreader.
A person or thing that spreads something, such as a disease, rumor, or substance.
Examples:
fertilizer spreader, spreader of germs. The person who attended the party while having COVID-19 became a virus spreader.
Heroically.
In a way that shows great bravery, courage, or self-sacrifice.
Examples:
Heroically saved. Fight heroically. The firefighter acted heroically to save the family from the burning building.
Char.
Also Tsar or Tsar, a title of rulers or monarchs, especially in Russia, before the Russian Revolution of 1917, an authoritarian or powerful political leader or high-level officeholder.
Examples:
Technology czar, economic czar. The Czar of Healthcare is responsible for improving the quality and accessibility of healthcare for all citizens.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples:
Confuse the listener. Confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.
Pre-exist.
To exist or occur before something else, especially referring to a time period or event, to predate or come before.
Examples:
Pre-exist the modern city. Pre-exist the current political tensions. The idea for the novel pre-existed as fragments of a dream in the author's mind.
Hoard.
To collect money, valuables, etc., for future use secretly. Noun, a secret store or collection of money, valuables, etc., for future use.
Examples:
Hoard my possessions. Plutonium hoard. They hoarded a common secret instead of sharing it.
Mucus.
A slimy liquid produced inside the nose and other body parts for lubrication, protection, etc.
Examples:
Airway mucus. Nasal mucus. When the body temperature drops, mucus secretion fails.
Bloodstream.
The blood flowing through the body.
Examples:
Bloodstream in an artery. Bloodstream to the brain. Cancer cells are often carried throughout the body by the bloodstream.
Disbeliever.
A person who does not believe in something, such as a religion or idea.
Examples:
Persuade a disbeliever. Stubborn disbeliever. Despite the evidence, she remained a disbeliever in the theory of evolution.
Pandemic.
An outbreak of a disease that affects many people over a very wide area.
Examples:
Flu pandemic. Global pandemic. They fear a pandemic of a new type of virus.
Resilient.
Able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions.
Examples:
A hard and resilient steel. Resilient population. She is a resilient person and has always bounced back from setbacks.
Periphery.
The outer edge or margin of something, especially a geographical area or a group of people.
Examples:
around the periphery, periphery countries. The factory was located on the city's periphery, away from residential areas.
Slum.
A heavily populated urban area characterized by poor, rundown housing and infrastructure, often associated with poverty and social neglect.
Examples:
slum area, slum dwellers. The government needs to invest more in affordable housing options to reduce the number of people living in slums.
Preparatory.
Relating to or involving the preparation or planning of something, often before the main or more important event or activity.
Examples:
preparatory phase, preparatory work. Attending a preparatory course can help students improve their grades.
Infuse.
To fill something with a particular quality, feeling, or influence, to imbue.
Examples:
infuse with spirit, infuse life with meaning. She infused fresh herbs into the soup for added flavor.
Optimist.
A person who tends to expect the best in all things and to be hopeful and confident about the future.
Examples:
optimist by nature, excessive optimist. She is a confident optimist who always looks on the bright side.
Huddle.
To crowd or press closely together, cuddle.
Examples:
huddle in a temporary shelter, huddle around the open fire. The children huddled together for warmth in the cold winter storm.
Dampen.
To make something wet or moist. To reduce the intensity or impact of something, such as a feeling, sound, or movement.
Examples:
dampen the sound, dampen the enthusiasm. The rain helped dampen the flames of the campfire.
Startling.
Extremely surprising, astonishing, and sometimes worrying.
Examples:
startling earthquake shocks, startling discovery. He describes the story with startling reality.
Droplet.
A small drop of liquid.
Examples:
droplet size, droplet formation. A single droplet of water can reflect the entire world upside down.
Sanitize.
To clean or disinfect something to make it safe or hygienic. To remove potentially harmful or sensitive information from a document or communication.
Examples:
sanitize surfaces, sanitize the kitchen. I always sanitize my hands before eating to prevent germs from spreading.
Applaud.
To express approval of someone or something by clapping the hands.
Examples:
Applaud his courage. Applaud the orchestra. I enthusiastically applaud my rival's achievement.
Mindset.
The established set of attitudes or fixed ideas held by someone.
Examples:
Flexible mindset. The mindset in an education system. Countries whose goal is economic development often focus on fostering an entrepreneurial mindset in each individual.
Trench.
A long, deep ditch made in the ground, usually parallel to a plate boundary and marking a subduction zone. A long ditch built in the ground for carrying away water.
Examples:
Deep sea trench. Trench excavator. A trench was being dug alongside the road by workers.